Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Right now at 5, a busy first year back in office for President Trump. We're taking a look at what could be ahead in year 2.
Plus, he had NFL scouts' attention, and now he is chasing success off the field, seeing athletes' unexpected pivot. And next.
Between Saturday evening and Sunday evening, police responded to a total of 4 homicides in the city.
A deadly weekend in Oklahoma City. How police were able to respond to the influx of calls. But first, here at 5, our first winter storm of the year is still on track to hit Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Karl Torp. Oklahomans are being asked to prepare now. That means making sure your car is filled with gas, also has an emergency kit with a blanket, maybe some snacks. You should also get to know your snow routes in your area.
Good idea. Our Chief Meteorologist David Payne joins us in the Bob Mills Weather Center. And David, what's your take on the very latest?
Well, you know, overnight and this morning, new data is still wet. It's a wet storm system. Snow amounts have gone up a little bit more, right? And temperatures are going to be about the same. Brutal. Wind chills, brutal. That's all still in the mix here. And again, we're going to keep fine-tuning the forecast as we get into, well, hour by hour all the way until the whole event begins to unfold. Hey, winter storm watch now. This is new, and this goes in effect starting Friday night. This will last through Saturday. This will end on Sunday morning. But winter weather is coming, not just for Oklahoma, but Arkansas and Texas. We're all going to get hammered. All right, temperatures now upper 40s and low 50s. It's cool, it's breezy. Our storm now 3,800 miles away. Look at her spin. And it'll keep making its way east, just slowly but surely, but here comes trouble. And then the cold air to the north, that's still there. That's going to come plunging in like a big free-for-all on your Fridays. So right now, give or take, about 128 hours, folks, below freezing here in Oklahoma. That's a lot, and it all begins early Friday morning. So light snow increases Friday afternoon. The snow will end early Sunday morning. The way it looks right now, we're going to be, again, below freezing for over that 120-hour mark. Another problem at times, especially Friday night into early Saturday, we'll have wind chills well below 0, even into Sunday. And again, snow amounts, they're going to stack up. So 2 more nice days to go. Dangerous wind chills, dangerous cold coming, pipe bursting temperatures coming. When does it start? When does it wrap up? And we're talking about snow amounts. I've updated my snow forecast. I have that coming up in about 10 minutes. Guys, back to you.
David, thank you. A Caddo County man charged with several counts of child abuse has died. Investigators say George Cole Jr. hung himself in jail last week. He was taken off of life support on Friday and passed away today. Cole and his wife, Kimberly, were both charged with abuse following a 9-day search for a boy in Chickasha. Oklahoma City police say that one person is dead after a hit and run in southwest OKC. This happened near Southwest 47th and Penn just after 4 this afternoon. Police say the victim was an adult and the driver who hit them took off after. We'll post any updates at news9.com, also on our app.
An argument over a video game leads to a deadly stabbing at a southeast Oklahoma City apartment. Police say William Spencer got so upset while playing games with his brother on Sunday night that officers say Spencer stabbed his brother multiple times, killing him. He ended up calling 911 and admitting to the stabbing. He was booked on a first-degree murder complaint. And that was just part of a violent crime wave that stretched all across the metro area.
OKC police are working to solve several cases after 4 people were killed this weekend within 24 hours. And despite the back-to-back call-outs, police tell our Sylvia Corkle, who joins us, there was no shortage of investigators.
Amanda, Carl, in addition to the homicide, investigators were also called to 3 suspicious deaths. While there's no doubt investigators got little sleep this weekend, police tell me protocols are in place to handle an influx of investigations.
We have backup plans in place for everything.
Saturday night, investigators were called to the scene of 3 suspicious deaths after 3 adults were found dead inside an apartment on Northwest 10th near Rockwell. An hour and a half later, a man was shot and killed at his apartment at I-44 and North May. On Sunday, police responded to 2 shootings and 1 stabbing. All were fatal. Investigators and crime scene technicians immediately responded to each one.
They have what they call quad units. There's 16 of them in the homicide unit, 16 investigators, broken up into groups of 4, into quads.
And each quad unit is made up of 2 pairs of partners.
And in each one of those quads, they'll be on call for a weekend. The first 2 will take the first homicide to come out. They work them in pairs. And then if there's another one, the second 2 in that quad will go out and they will work that one.
Police say the additional manpower ensures each case gets the attention it deserves.
These cases are going to get worked by professional seasoned homicide detectives.
Now in 2025, OKC detectives solved about 92% of homicides. The national average sits at just over 50%. Carl?
All right, Sylvia, thank you. And police did release an update on the 3 suspicious deaths today. What those police reports say, we'll have that in just a few minutes.
As immigration proceedings ramp up nationwide, there is a push at our state capitol with the intention of protecting our local law enforcement. A new Senate bill would require state or local officers to get the court's permission to wear any kind of head or face covering while out executing a search warrant. Right now, ICE agents do wear masks, so the move would help differentiate agencies.
I'm concerned with kind of marauding, unidentified officers going through neighborhoods. It chills that confidence and that faith in the police departments that they've worked so hard to be able to build.
The senator says he has worked with law enforcement groups to create that bill.
A major step forward for a project that could reshape downtown Oklahoma City's skyline. The Planning Commission approved a signage and video board package for the boardwalk at Bricktown. Now, this was needed to allow for the project to move forward. That project eventually will include Legends Tower, a nearly 2,000-foot skyscraper that could become the tallest building in the U.S. if it is indeed built.
Might watch out for a little bit of wind at the top of that thing. I'm just saying. Yeah, it might be a little breezy. All right, hey, the snow coming, if you melt it down, and a little bit of ice down south, amounts look pretty good. Look at this. Yeah, we'll take all this we can get. That would be a great moisture right storm, and it will be. The problem is that we'll see a lot of this in the form of snow, it looks like. How much snow, and again, how cold is it going to get? That 9-day forecast coming up.
Also coming up, a fight over paying for tornado damage repairs. The county now pushing back against FEMA to get that money. Oklahoma City police say they are not investigating 3 bodies found over the weekend as a homicide. They were found in the same apartment near Northwest 10th and Rockwell Saturday night. According to a search warrant, the 3 adults showed no signs of trauma or foul play, but police found what they say were drugs in the apartment, and officers now believe the victims overdosed. The medical examiner will determine the exact cause of death.
Rogers County is fighting back after FEMA denied to pay for repairs made to county roads that were damaged after the tornado in 2024. Leaders say they had to repave neighborhood roads that were damaged during cleanup, and those repairs cost nearly $2 million. Well, FEMA denied the county's first request for reimbursement, so now they're asking for arbitration in the case. We asked FEMA for a comment. We have not yet heard back.
All right, Oklahoma, here we go. We're talking about sunshine today. Boy, that sun never looks so good, right? Because it's going to go away. That shot there and all those shots, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. Clouds ahead, lots of snow ahead, it looks like. Snow's going to stack up, and near record cold, dangerous cold. Your forecast coming up.
President Trump was sworn into office for the second time 1 year ago today. And love it or hate it, what a first year it's been. I'm Alex Cameron in our Washington Bureau. I'll look at what year 2 could bring coming up.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9.
Tonight, President Trump is en route to the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, where he'll meet with global business and government leaders.
The president will have plenty to talk about, given recent developments that capped an eventful first year back in office. Our Washington Bureau Chief Alex Cameron is following it all.
Well, it was exactly a year ago today President Trump was sworn in for the second time, just a short walk from here. And whether you're a fan or a critic, it's fair to say there's been no first year of any term of any presidency quite like this one, raising the question, what might year 2 bring? Protesters in Washington made clear Tuesday they've seen enough.
What do we do?
While blocks away at the White House, President Trump said what his administration's accomplished is unprecedented.
Look at this. These are all, each line is something that we did. Nobody did that before. And it's big stuff, too.
The president's making clear one of his big aims for year two is acquiring Greenland. Despite fierce pushback at home and abroad, he says he is not backing down.
Let's put it this way. It's going to be a very interesting Davos.
Trump's use of tariffs, which most economists agree are taxes, in the Greenland situation and others has been a staple of his foreign policy. The Supreme Court's expected to rule any day on whether this is unconstitutional. Many lawmakers have already made up their minds.
The president should not have unilateral authority to levy taxes on American people. And those are the people who are paying for this.
The future of Venezuela is something else that could be determined in the next year. The president says for now the country's leaders are cooperating, and he predicts Venezuelan oil will soon be flowing.
The oil companies are getting ready to make massive investments there. They have more oil than even Saudi Arabia.
But with the president's approval rating at just over 40% and most Americans saying he's not doing enough to lower prices, expect GOP leaders in Congress to try and refocus Trump on domestic issues leading up to the November midterms. In our Washington bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.
From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Already worn out.
Yeah, you keep getting new data, and the thing gets kind of bigger, I feel.
Yeah,
like.
I mean, Texas, they're going to get, I mean, this will be a big event, not just for us, but Texas, Louisiana, they're going to have a horrible ice storm. Shreveport, places that don't get this a lot.
Yeah.
And there'll be, who knows, the number of people without power. Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, into Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. We're kind of on the north side of it, and we're on the colder side where we get more snow than anything, but just across the Red River, it's hammer mode. But we're going to have fun of our own anyway, so. You guys ready?
Well, yeah, there are a lot of events around town this weekend,
Nah,
too.
go ahead and cancel. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
I know
a lot
there
of
are,
sporting
though.
events, so people are coming in from out of state to try to figure, you know.
Aren't you trying to go to Tulsa Saturday?
No, but I am supposed to, my daughter has an ice skating camp this Saturday, and people are coming in from like 12 different states.
Here,
for
they're
that.
coming here.
They're coming here.
Okay.
And so we're kind of watching that, but I know there's like a big volleyball competition at the fairgrounds this weekend. So bringing in a lot of people from out of state.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I would definitely.
She's looking for a better, clearer answer.
I would have a backup plan that's not going to happen, that traveling is going to be a nightmare beginning Friday night into Saturday and not getting better till maybe Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Oh, boy.
Because we're going to be so cold. So we lock it in, especially if we get a lot more snow, we're locked in. I mean, we're not going to be melting a lot of this away for several days.
Yeah.
So schools might not close Friday, probably won't. I don't think so. I think it looks good. But by Monday, still, that's a problem with snow still on the ground. Some schools, if we get this much snow, will still be closed on Monday, maybe Tuesday. And for Carl's house, they'll be out all week. So ahead of the storm, Lacey Swope and I will be live. Well, we're live every day, but we're going to be live on, we're going to break out my old MySpace account. But Facebook, X, our News 9 YouTube channel, our News 9 YouTube weather channel, and also on YouTube. So we're going to be streaming live at 10:30 on Thursday morning. And I'll be at home in my jammies. Looking forward to that. That's coming up on Thursday morning.
And people can ask questions, too. That's a great thing about this.
There'll be no questions asked. That's when it gets really awkward. All right, so that's coming up again Thursday morning at 10:30. All right, so look forward to that, and more on that coming your way. Prepare. Here's your winter storm checklist. Gas up your vehicles between now and Friday. Find your warm clothes. Dig out the really, really cold weather clothes. Prepare your livestock and your pets. Maintain your heating equipment, whether that means bringing in a little fuel to help you get through 4 or 5 days of below freezing, and your supply emergency kit in case you got to get out and about, or in case you lose possibly heat, okay? Winter storm watch for Oklahoma into Arkansas into Texas. Here we go. Right now in Oklahoma City, 48 degrees with a south breeze. It's not bad, right? Upper 40s, low 50s on the map. Let's just get right into it. All right, storm is 3,000 miles away. The Arctic air comes slamming in Thursday night late into Friday morning, throughout the day Friday, falling temperatures on Friday, and then the snow begins. Friday morning in the southwest, it'll expand east, more on that coming up. But when it's all said and done, in the dark blue, we'll do 3 to 6 inches of snow. In the purple, 4 to 8 inches of snow. And I want to point out, some of the data is a lot more than that. But that's not called a forecast. That's called showing you model data. What I've done is I put together at least right now, what we think is going to happen. Could we see a little more than this? Sure. Could we see a little bit less? Absolutely, because the storm path and strength will determine the exact amount. And again, this thing is 3,500 miles away, so it's going to change some, but this is what it looks like to me. All right, so that's enough. Okay, that's enough snow, I do believe. Up to maybe a half an inch to an inch of ice down in southern and southeastern Oklahoma. That would be a horrible, crippling ice storm in the south and southeast. If you get that much ice down there, you're going to lose power. And some sleet, right? Southern, southeastern Oklahoma, some sleet there. Maybe a little bit of light sleet in Oklahoma City. So right now, road conditions, the way it's going, starting really Friday evening, Friday night, overnight into Saturday, into early Sunday, really throughout the entire weekend. Roads, snow-covered, ice-covered, not good for travel at all. Dangerous travel for several days. The impacts, some school closures, that might even happen even into Monday and Tuesday of next week because we're going to be so cold, nothing really melts. Wind chills, dangerous, slick roads, yep, basically at the top of the charts. Lows tonight, 20s and 30s. Cold front moves through the next one. Highs tomorrow, 40s and 50s. Highs Thursday in the 40s. That's your last good day. And then let's talk about Friday morning. Light snow, a light winter mix in the southwest. Quiet right now in Oklahoma City Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, some light snow, a little bit of light sleet. There might be some light freezing drizzle in there we'll have to watch. A little bit of light ice and sleet down in southern Oklahoma. And then look at Friday afternoon. Temperatures in the teens and 20s. Wind chills close to 0 to below 0 by Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and Friday night. 19 by Friday afternoon, 9 for the high Saturday, 10 by Sunday. Next week, we're going to try to get back to freezing by Tuesday, but the roads are still bad. Monday and Tuesday of next week, lows near 0. By Monday morning, some places will be below 0. Pipe bursting temperatures, they are coming. Amanda, back to you.
All right, David, thank you for that update. Still ahead, NFL scouts took notice, but a draft selection never came. How this athlete turned disappointment into drive after the break.
Well, from wearing warm-ups before the big game to creating warm-ups for his company, an Oklahoma City man changed his career path after his NFL ambitions didn't work out.
And he tells our Mike Glover about his journey of starting his own clothing line in tonight's Something Good.
Like many high school and college football players, Darius Hawkins had dreams of one day playing in the NFL. And in 2022, that dream came really close to coming true.
He's what someone's going to be looking for.
NFL talent scouts were really put on notice during his tryouts.
I went out there and put up a 4.39 twice. I ran it twice back to back. That's elite. They call it freakish number.
But Darius didn't get drafted, putting his NFL dreams to bed and instead focusing on his other passion.
I started doing clothing around 2021 when I was in college.
He started making sweatsuits for his friends and teammates, and in the process, learning all about the fashion industry and its trends.
Looked up a lot of videos and everything on how to do fabrics, what fabrics match.
And with that came the tough and costly lessons.
Went through a lot of trial and errors of messing up and then finally getting a product.
With no financial backers or outside support, Darius released his new brand of sweatsuits this month.
The name of this brand is Maison Verite, which means House of Truth in French. So basically, you know, living your truth and everything to just your identity.
And dictated by today's trends.
We got the distressing cutouts on the sweatpants, and then we also got some cutouts on the hoodie to give it the vintage look.
Right now, Darius is focusing on sweatsuits, but like any good business person, he's thinking ahead.
I plan on coming out with t-shirts in the summertime and like thermal tops and everything like that.
Now Darius is currently taking orders and will launch his full website later this month. Possibly the next big company in sports apparel right here in Oklahoma City. That is Something Good. I'm Mike Glover for Oklahoma's Own.
Yeah, the best sweatsuits are the retro ones.
Yes, and he's nailed the vintage look.
He likes that look.
Good luck
and it works.
to him.
Hey, coming up next on the CBS Evening News, the woman behind the largest pandemic fraud scheme is speaking out for the first time.
And then here's a look at what we're working on for News 9 at 6. News 9 has obtained a letter that's giving new details on a proposed ICE facility here in OKC, how the city's responding.
Plus, we go inside 2 Oklahoma schools that are using artificial intelligence in the classroom. Those stories, plus David's next forecast, the latest data on the snow coming up in 30 minutes.
That's right. How much snow?
We can't get enough of that.